behind. These four walls will make you lose your mind. Got home this evening, ain't feeling right. No place to go when the day turns to night. Need to leave this place, girl, leave it far behind. How's it going, everybody? So, I haven't really had a chance to kind of just talk and tell you what I've been up to and, you know, how things are going, and just kind of been keeping to myself a little bit. And this whole quarantine thing has been odd for a lot of us musicians and artists altogether. It's you know, all of us are struggling to feel like we have some purpose, and without that release of shows and all of our tours getting canceled. And I totally apologize to anybody who was looking, you know, forward to seeing the band out this summer. There was definitely some great shows, some great tours. We were heading all over the place, and we had some serious momentum, and it has all been kind of lost at this point. I'm totally understanding. I know we all have to keep safe, and that's a big part of what the guys in NGB were feeling right now. Is like, we would love to go out and play, but it's just not happening right now. It's just not that. A lot of the shows that we play, they're large events. They're shows that are you know, they're insured, and a lot of the insurance policies that have these events are canceling. So that's a lot of what's happening. The other thing, we're just trying to stay safe. Mr. Bobby T back there on the drums, you know, he's in the high risk area. So we're staying safe, and we're spending a lot of time here in this room, and we're trying to be as productive as possible. I did receive a grant from a local business, the BID here in Norwich, the Business Improvement District, and has allowed me to take this time to pick up some new recording gear and hopefully help get out the music to you guys a lot quicker, and without having the cost, you know, of us having to go to a full-on recording studio. So now here in my studio, we've picked up some lights and all new drum microphones and all kinds of stuff, and some crazy new technology that I've actually been a little bit resistant to. I'm sure, you know, people in the blues and roots genre, we can't, I don't know how to put it. We like the limitations. How's that? We like the limitations of the instruments of time long ago. We like that vintage vibe. We almost like the fight that some of these instruments. I mean, these old guitars from the 50s and stuff, and before that, the action, right? We call where the strings are, how far apart they are from the guitar. The actions, everything's fighting us. Loud, uncontrollable amps, giant drums and cymbals, and and all that. And that's what makes rock and roll so exciting, and the blues and everything. So, but I've been kind of moving forward in the studio and seeing how we can capture some of these older instruments and older amps, and how can we capture them and in a modern way and do some cool stuff. So we're really excited. With the grant, I was able to buy a new MacBook Pro, and I'm starting to get into Logic a little bit. And yeah, I mean, it's a different world than playing live, right? But we've kind of been put in this whole situation where it's like, I think we got to find a different way to get our music out to you guys. So I have been pretty quiet lately, but I've been working really hard writing and working on new sounds, and I'm really excited to see where this takes us, and actually kind of looking forward to it. The live music scene has kind of been an interesting place in the last few years, and it hasn't really, it seems like the draw of live music is kind of going downhill a little bit. So, who knows where this whole thing will go? Nobody really knows, but I think that, by having a place like this, where this band does, and we're starting to work with other people and bringing in friends and family and doing it safe, and having them play on recordings and just recording a lot of sessions that will never really go anywhere, but they're just to hear things back and hear new ideas and try to really branch out, with what I do. I've always kind of been in that alternative country, Americana blues thing, but I'm a huge fan of metal, and I teach all different styles, and we're just seeing where everything kind of takes us and not worrying about a genre. A lot of people say, well, it's so nice to have time to go and smell the roses, so to speak. And I reply back with, it's nice to have time to plant the roses. So my whole life, from 13, 14 years old on up to now, I've always been on the road, gigging, and made a great living as a live player. But it's all kind of changing now. And so I'm growing, and the band is growing, and the musicians I'm bringing in are just phenomenal, and we're having a lot of fun working here at the studio. But I have been quiet, but I haven't really been doing the social media thing. I've been spending a lot of time with family and friends and just enjoying life. I know that this seems like the most horrible time ever, and it certainly are trying times, and whatever they like to say, these difficult times. But we all wake up, and if we're breathing and we're healthy, then stay safe and just try to better yourself. That's what I've been trying to do. I mean, my whole slide project, that was my quarantine project. And so, find something and concentrate and give yourself that purpose. I know for a lot of us musicians, it's hard. We don't have that release. And I have some friends that have really hit bottom with this whole thing. And I was there too, but I feel like, okay, I got to concentrate on something positive, and I have to figure out a way to give myself purpose and give us something to look forward to. And that's really what we're trying to do here, is just have some purpose, and our purpose is to make music and to get it out to you guys. So that may not be live for a long time, but hopefully within the next few months here, you're going to start to see a lot of stuff from the studio, and I'm really looking forward to that and seeing where that all takes us. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for kind of listening to this big rant, but I just wanted to kind of, let you know where we're at and what's going on. So please keep in touch, on Facebook and Instagram and all that kind of stuff. Please check us out on YouTube, on Spotify. I just released 2 new albums on Spotify. One's an older one, and one's a new one that we found in the archives. So It was a great classic blues album. So check it out. There's so much stuff out there and so much stuff where we can connect, and let's not get hung up on these live show things, and see how we can support one another and how we can support our friends that are musicians and all that kind of stuff. So got some cool stuff happening, like I said, and I can't wait to get out there and whatever that means, whether it's out on a stage someplace after a vaccine, or you guys are tuning in on YouTube. So anyways, comment on the videos, all that kind of stuff. I cannot wait to show you what we've been working on and all this good stuff around the studio. All right, guys, we'll see you on the flip side.